Hi there, hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Nancy Jose, and today I'm gonna be sharing my opinion or what I think of the Conor McGregor leg injury. Um, so I've been seeing a lot of comments on YouTube and on social media about Conor McGregor and his injury. And to be fair, I think some of the comments are really it feels really unfair. Some of the comments have been really nasty. But on the other hand, Conor McGregor is such a controversial figure, and he was really brutal towards Poirier leading out to the fight. So in a way, it does make sense why people have been nasty towards him because Conor McGregor himself has been nasty towards a lot of people in the UFC. So I felt like a lot of people feel like this was karma and karma caught up with Conor McGregor. From that perspective, I can see why people are kind of making fun of his injury, especially when he said Dustin was going to leave the octagon in a stretcher, and at the end of the day, it turned out that he was the one that would be needing a stretcher, that needed a stretcher out of the octagon. With that being said, he's a human being and I understand the fight business. And sometimes I feel like some of his antics, it's just to help sell the fight. And if you look at his pay-per-views, I mean, no other UFC fighter even come close to doing, the figures he does. So I feel like, his trash talk. I mean, I'm not completely sure how much of his trash talking is down to him being a nasty human being and how much of it is just down to trying to sell the fight. But his injury, I really felt sorry for him. I mean, think about it for him. I mean, he's got a fiance, girlfriend, something like that. He's got families, people who love him, kids, and all that. It must be horrible for them, watching that and seeing that happen to somebody they care about. It's similar to what happened to Chris Weidman. I felt really sorry for Chris, and I felt like a lot of people have been more sympathetic towards Chris Weidman as they have been, the most sympathetic towards Chris than they have been towards Conor McGregor. And it's nasty. I mean, I'm glad Conor McGregor is getting had a successful surgery. He's recovering. He's doing his thing. But on a personal level, I think the injury was nasty, was brutal. I mean, I wouldn't. I'm a huge fan of MMA, huge fan of boxing. I watch a lot of fights, but from a fan perspective, it's for us as entertainment. We don't really want to see anybody, get hurt, especially get hurt that bad. I mean, they get hurt. It's the hurting business, I suppose. That's the kind of what they do that get hurt and hurt the opponent. But I feel nobody really wants to see that kind of an injury. So I don't feel sorry for him. Not I don't feel sorry that that happened. And I'm glad he's recovering, and I hope he recovers really well. I do know he is a controversial figure, but I think people should not just think about Conor McGregor, but think about his family as well, and how that injury would impact on them. And I mean, can you imagine going online, for example, and seeing somebody write something really brutal, about your family member? I mean, I understand Conor McGregor. He is now sent. I mean, you know, he is vile. He can't be vile, but I'm just it was a nasty, it was a brutal injury, and I hope the best really for him, and I hope he'll recover. And do I really want to see him fight again? I'm not sure. I mean, I was pretty sure Dustin was gonna win that fight. To be fair, and I think most people felt the same way as well. So it's Conor McGregor today. It's not the same Conor McGregor of like 4 or 5 years ago. So I mean, unless he goes back to fighting Nate Diaz or Donald Cerrone or somebody like that, I don't really see him, fighting anybody in top five, top 10, and coming home with a win. He's got a lot of money. He probably should think about celebrity boxing or fighting somebody maybe. But in terms of the top five, top 10 guys, I don't think it's a good idea. I mean, saying that, not to say Nate is an easy fighter. Diaz brothers, they're definitely strong as but I just don't think they're not like top 5 quality. I know some people are gonna hate me for that, but it's just my opinion. Um, from watching other fighters and watching other fights in the division. Back to Conor McGregor injury. All the best to Conor McGregor and his family. And yeah, it was a good fight. I thought he was gonna lose anyways, so he was losing anyways. But regarding the injury, I hope I'm glad the surgery went well, and I hope he'll be back in his feet on his feet, doing what he loves. Hopefully that won't be MMA, but who knows? I think regardless, I think if Conor McGregor comes back tomorrow to fight, I think it's gonna be a massive sell. Is he gonna win? Most likely not, but it is what it is. Yeah, that's just my opinion on the injury and what I think about what the future might hold for Conor McGregor. But we'll see. We'll see. I saw the press release from Dana White. Feels like Dana is interested, in a Dustin versus Conor McGregor 4. I don't think anybody really wants to see that. I mean, we all know what's going to happen, what's potentially going to happen. So, if that fight does go ahead, it's probably going to be a massive payday for both men. But from a fighting and entertainment perspective, we all know what's going to happen. It's going to be another beatdown. And yeah. But anyway, that's just me and what I thought about the injury. And I'm hoping people will be more understanding and not just focus on the fact that it's Conor McGregor, he can be brutal, he can be vile. Think about, his family as well, and how that would possibly impact on them. And I know you're going to say Conor McGregor, he drags other people's family into situations and he does not really care about how his, opinions and what he says, affects the lives, of others. But the injury was brutal, however you put it. So it is what it is. Feels like karma caught up with him. So let's just, take it as what it is and hope for the best for him and just take it as what it is, man. There's no need to be nasty. It was a good fight. The best man definitely won, and I hope they're going to run that back because I think it's just going to be another brutal scene. Yeah, that was it. Thanks for watching and stay tuned. I'll be dropping more videos on a regular, not just on UFC fights, but on fighters, also from other organizations and promotions as well. Just giving my opinions, and I'm going to be doing some reviews on boxing as well, because, I'm a crazy MMA boxing. I love fighting. I don't fight myself, but I watch other fights, so I'll be doing these reviews regularly. Just dropping my 2 cents. Let me know what you think on the comment section. If you think I'm maybe too soft or whatever, or you disagree with any of my opinions, feel free. Let's communicate. Let's discuss. Put down in the comment section, and please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and also to share. Yeah, thanks. That's it for today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.